Hello guys, welcome back. This is your boy again, Adamslink. How you guys doing? Welcome back to another crazy video. So guys, yesterday after I made that reaction video concerning Wizkid losing the Grammy Award to Angelique kidjo and another artist. Yesterday I made a reaction video and a lot of people messaged me and they said that I was somehow showing too much emotions in that video. So thereby showing it that I prefer Wizkid than any other Nigerian artist such as Davido or Burna. So I received a bunch of messages, but I'm just going to read this one coming from a viewer, and I really understand where she's coming from. She said, Adamslink, I think you are good, but as a blogger, in order not to lose some of your fans, try and be a bit more neutral to things. You make it so obvious you prefer Wizkid to Burna, which is to Davido, which is your choice. But as a blogger, remember some of your fans are both Wizkid and Davido's fan. That was a reaction video. And of course, if it was Davido's case that was nominated and Davido did well musically and Davido was nominated and another artist from any other country took away that Grammy, I will be upset and I also will react to it the same way I reacted to Wizkid on yesterday. On numerous occasions, guys, I've seen a lot of messages as well saying that I prefer Davido than Wizkid. That's why my response to such messages I said, please go and check out my previous videos to see how a lot of you guys were calling me, saying to me that I prefer Davido than Wizkid. Sometimes you guys said I prefer Burna than Wizkid and Davido. So I don't know how. It was all about Wizkid yesterday and I talked about Wizkid. It wasn't about Davido. It was about Wizkid yesterday and I talked about Wizkid. And I also traced it down to Burna fans and Wizkid fans and Davido fans mocking Wizkid. And that happened as well. The reason why I kind of like wasn't in support of Davido during this FIFA song of a thing was because I want Davido to get to a point where he doesn't need anyone to say you are doing well for him to feel like, yes, people are actually understanding or getting the kind of achievement he's doing. Davido is great. He doesn't need any validation from anybody. He keeps seeking it. That is what I'm saying. He doesn't need it. He's great. What he did made us proud up to this day. And Qatar is still going to perform on stage at the opening ceremony. So Davido is great. He has been doing well. Severally, I have in a way praised Davido over the way he takes care of his family. He takes care of his baby mamas and the children. I have even mocked Wizkid for not always being there for his sons. So I do not understand where this, oh, I prefer this to this. No, when it comes to it, we should be like, I believe my whole viewers who have been viewing me for a long time know this, that hey, Adamslink do not prefer this to this person. When this guy do well, we talk about it. And when this guy do well, we talk about it. If this guy F up, we talk about it. That's just how it is. It's a discussion. Let's just rapport. Let's have a discussion. It's not about liking this person more than this person. How am I showing it? How? Check my playlist. I rock Davido song way more than Burna and Wizkid song. So it makes me wonder how wish you guys can see my playlist. Then you understand. Well, let's forget about that. Let's move to the issues. concerning still the Wizkid, Davido, and the saga. And if you notice something yesterday, people were not even talking about Burna Boy. If you notice it yesterday, fans were not talking about Burna Boy at all. Wizkid and Davido's name were the one trending on Twitter yesterday. Well, I do not know why. Maybe fans are gradually removing Burna Boy from that cycle. I do not know. But let's talk about Angelique Kidjo and the other artists that won the other award that their Wizkid was nominated for. Someone said, if Angelique Kidjo had dropped an album and was nominated, she still would won the Grammy ahead of Burna Boy last year. That we don't listen to her doesn't mean she is not popular. She has been bagging the award since 1991. Understandable. I said, if Angelique Kidjo had dropped, okay, the same thing. But let us be completely honest, guys. Who do you think actually deserved the award? Even Davido's manager said, I don't know much and don't speak much on these things. But we all know that award belongs to SS. They gave the award an item. So the whole fact is that as an African artist, just know this in the back of your mind. Grammy organizers prefer Angelique Kidjo to any other Africa indigenous artist. Even if you sing what they have not heard before, you sell all the records in the world, and Angelique Kidjo only sell one copy. Only sold one copy. I bet you Angelique Kidjo will still take on that award, and there's nothing anybody can do about it because Grammy Award prefer Angelique Kidjo to any other artist. She comes first. First. Except Angelique Kidjo never release any album that year. Then, of course, other artists can take on that award. So I think that is one thing we just have to digest in ourselves to know that, see, whether you like it or not, you guys come second after Angelique Kidjo. So we saw all the laugh and everything, and people having their own form of contribution into the whole stuff. Yemi Alade said, you can't understand greatness. It is for your admiration, not your approval. Supporting Angelique Kidjo. Then someone made this observation, sharing the other woman. Her name is Arof, the other woman who won the other award Wizkid was nominated for. And the person said, person when win Wizkid get 13k followers. Grammy, you do this one. Like the woman has only 13k followers on Instagram. And meanwhile, the Wizkid has more than 14 million followers on Instagram. Know this, we do not vote when it comes to Grammy. Grammy is like an academy. And if you are part of it, there are certain stages you will get, certain stages you will get in the academy, you will be entitled to nominate and also to vote. So, it was not Wizkid Day yesterday. It wasn't Wizkid Day yesterday. And I'm praying or hoping that they bring like a category, Afrobeat category in the Grammy. You understand? It's about that time. We Africa, we have got to that stage. We have to have our own separate category, Grammy category. So I think we should be more focused on getting that done instead of always fighting on this particular one. So I want to also say, read what Mokore said. He said, in terms of sales, relevance, impact, and place in history, No other artist, with perhaps the exception of Michael Jackson, tops Bob Marley, but he never won a Grammy. But he won and cherished Jamaica's award. The Grammy is good, but we can also make Nigeria awards better. When Nigeria starts clinching up this Grammy award, as though you are a nobody if you don't win it. What we are basically doing is surrounding the elevation of our artists to others. Our mentality should be, with or without a Grammy, we like our artists. But let's be completely honest. The reason why I feel a lot of Nigerians are so upset about this Grammy is that they are so underrating our artists. Our artists make it so important to see. It's not fans. We buy Wizkid music regardless. We buy Davido music, Burna Boy, and all the other artists' music regardless. They are well known around the world. When it comes to views and postage, they are well known. So whether Grammy or no Grammy, we support our musicians regardless. So our musicians make this whole award so important. It's not us, the viewers. They made this whole award so important that, see, if we do not win this, this is the next big thing that we should win. This is the next big thing that we should win. So that is why we then be like, okay, you know what? We have to support them regardless. So when our artists are being nominated for Grammy Award, we expect them to win because we know the amount of support we put into them for them to get there. So I do not think we, the fans, the viewers, are the one making this award important. No. They, the artists, are the one making this award important. They are the one. So the question that I want to ask now is that, do you think, Wizkid is so cool, he will not react to it, but do you think deep down inside Wizkid heart is kind of like disappointed or he doesn't really feel it? Do you honestly think Wizkid won't feel this humiliation? Don't forget, there are a bunch of artists, there are a bunch of other artists that Grammy Award do not need. Grammy do not even want their issues. Somebody like Nicki Minaj. I do not think Nicki Minaj will ever win a Grammy Award. Chris Brown did once and never won again. So many other artists as well did. They have never smelled Grammy, and they are doing extremely very, very well. So I think we should just keep that one aside and let's just appreciate our own award. Well, Simi said, because of the fight Nigeria were having yesterday, she said, "Way some of you be acting like we are representing two different Nigeria. What is wrong with you?" And there's this Davido former close associate said, "The Record Academy isn't for corny songs or album." But Wizkid album is not corny, it's straightforward. Then this one, Daniel said, "To all Davido's fans who are celebrating Wizkid Grammy loss, don't be silly. Wizkid losing the Grammy will either elevate Davido's career nor stop Wizkid growth. The Grammy organizers may also do the same to our fab if he eventually bangs a nomination, so quit shading and have sense." Like I've said before, I honestly think that if an artist wants to release an album from Nigeria or from any other African country, and you know very well that Angelique kidjo will drop an album that year, I will advise you not to release that album. I will advise you, because to Grammy Award, Angelique kidjo come first. And of course, although Angelique kidjo is so talented though, very, very talented though, well respected. And the album it dropped was Mother Nature, talking about natural disaster, talking about climate change and all that stuff. While Wizkid album only talk about love and blessings as well. blessings, love. Well, Angelique kidjo album talk about mother nature, climate change, resources, and other stuff. Really dealing with Africa. Really talking about Africa and the world. So I think that is one of those criteria. And when you check Burna Boy's album last year, Twice as Tall, you will know that Burna Boy was kind of like political enough to take some of Angelique kidjo's advice and told him that, see, for you to win a Grammy, you have to just drop some certain music. Don't think about sales. Think about what your environment, things. So I think maybe the next Wizkid album, name More Love, Less Ego. I think Wizkid will touch all those beautiful natural resources and climate change and all the rest. But I know when you want to sing, when you're looking for an artist from Nigeria that can sing about development and what is happening in Africa, I think nobody does it better than Burna Boy. Nobody does it better than Burna Boy. Well, guys, like I've said before, I am not Wizkid team. I am not Davido's team. I am not Burna Boy's team. I am nobody's team. If you F up, we talk about it. If you make us proud, we talk about it. And so on, we talk about it, guys. Tell me, I don't understand. I keep wondering, how do people just sit down to say, I like Burna Boy more than this? And you guys, on numerous occasions, have accused me of liking Wizkid more than Davido more than Wizkid, Burna Boy more than this one. Pick it, stand now. We are all, see, when I say something, I'm also expecting you to give a feedback. I'm also expecting you to comment, to let me know exactly how you feel as well. That's why it's called interacting. I am not just here to just talk, and you listen. No, I do not want you to just listen. Don't not listen, because majority of things that I might say might be wrong. It might be wrong. I do not have that. I do not say I have that high IQ or see the future or know about things more than you. Majority of the things that I might be saying might be wrong. That is why it's called interacting channel. It's not a one-face channel that I will just talk. How do you know I'm saying the right thing? So if you know you have some little things to chip in, you chip it in. And I'll be appreciating a lot of people who have been messaging me privately and also commenting as well. I read all the comments to improve and also give you feedback and maybe catch crews and also laugh about it. So guys, I thank you very much for watching as usual. I know you guys will continue to support. So catch you next time. Don't go anywhere. Peace.